Guys, we're back on our forgotten land, starting from scratch, a farm once again. Today we're going to be finishing off the rail line, the crazy rail line we're building all around the county here, and today it's time we finish it all off. Well, for the most part.
You sure about that?
Guys, once we're done here today, we're gonna have a rail line that goes all the way around the county. Like I said, we've been busy already. I've already spent a couple $1,000,000 just building out the track. It's not cheap building rail lines everywhere, I'm telling you. And we've gone a little crazy. I've been building, I gotta take some trees down, but I've been building rail line all the way around, which has been pretty good. However, I've also had to go through the middle of a forest, which has been, well, interesting to say the least. Once again, another forest area, not as big as our last one, but still through the middle of the forest with a train track. And then also we've had to build a bridge. I've had to build a bridge. And we're gonna have to build another one still too, because this one's not gonna be enough since we're on both sides of these tracks we're going over top of, guys. We're here, and then we're over on the far side behind me there. There's gonna be another bridge, which we're gonna build today. We're gonna do it together because this is not cheap to build. And I kind of want to do it together, so we're gonna get on that right about now.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
So here's the rail line that I want to go over top of. We're on the far west end now of the county. The other bridge was on the east end. We've built all the way around almost to this bridge area, or this track area. I just need to build a bridge over top of it basically now. That's it, and then we'll be able to connect the two and have a full circling encompassing the whole county, which is kind of crazy. Now, you may be asking, Klutch, why the heck are you trying to build this rail line? What's the point? Well, I got more things that I want to build up here. Also, I'm thinking we have enough money now to buy everything. Let me just build this on up. We could buy everything, and if we have farmlands up in the far reaches of the county, we can kind of come out here and farm it, use the train to take all the grains or whatever we might have, and then ship them back home with that, instead of having some kind of a truck, right? Makes sense. Now, let's see, we got this flattened out. We just need to try and judge how close we want it to be to the tracks. And then, oh, good, perfect. We can measure our height. It looks like our height's gonna be good. Yeah, height looks good. I'm thinking we should be able to just expand this out over to where these shrubs are here. And that's where the bridge will go, kind of like right where we have it there. I think right here should be good. And the height looks fine. I just wanted to make sure the height was good when the train's going by, so you have a bit of an idea how high you need to have that this bridge. All right, looks good from there. Just kind of flatten up a little bit more. We're gonna get rid of this one before we do anything else. And yeah, that's good. Let's get the bridge back on up. And we should be able to just slap this bridge back on down if I can find it. There we go. And like I said, not exactly cheap, but it does a decent job. Look at that. And we're almost centered, which is, I don't really care too much about, but it's there. And now we need to incline these tracks down. We're going to speed her up a little bit and put our inclines all the way down to the corner. Unfortunately, I don't think we can get it right down to the ground, so we're going to have to take a corner at the bottom here while it's still elevated. Unfortunately, you need a lot of space, guys. If you're building these tracks, you need a ton of space, especially if you don't want to go to the maximum, so you can actually take corners at speed. So, you know, if you stay with the 5 or 10 degree corners, it's not too bad. If you start getting up to the 20 or the 30 degree corners, I think it is, you got to really slow the trains down going around those. Anyways, we got them down to a spot right now. The big problem really is going to be trying to connect the train tracks so they're level and they're at the same elevation, I guess. That's going to be the fight, as I'm trying to fight through all here, trying to get this down into place. It's not exactly a science by any means. That doesn't snap together perfectly, but you can usually get them pretty close. I'm going to need to delete the track the train's on right now. And we're going to have to back that train up just a little bit. So as we kind of try to find a way to get these tracks to meld together and meet each other, you've got to really work the corners a little bit here. Now, you can use the corner pieces, the 5 or the 10 degree once again. Also, you can take the straight pieces and just kind of angle them in a little bit of a corner so that the track kind of bends. Unfortunately, we're right up against the edge here, so I can't get the camera quite to the right spot, but you can kind of see we're angling those straight pieces just enough so they're kind of angled towards where I need to be instead of being straight with the original piece of track. You got to use both of them, because you're never going to get them to line up. Unfortunately, it's not like a magnetizing, snapping action that connects the tracks together. You got to really work it a little bit to get them into the right spot. So got a few more, and then we've only got the 10 or the 100 meter lengths. So once you get close, you kind of switch to the 10 and you kind of overlap them a little bit and hope there's not too much of a jump. Now, once again, we're going to go back down the far side of our bridge. we're going to be using the 5% decline going off the bridge. So we got 5% on both sides. There's 5 through to 1%. So you can really choose how steep of a hill it's going to be. Now, we haven't tried pulling our full train up a full incline yet. I don't think it'll be a problem. 5% isn't that much in the grand scheme of things. However, with a train, you really never know what's going to happen. You know, I kind of got that far corner. It looks like that was kind of twisted funny. Let's see if I can get this to line up close. The other problem I'm going to have, I know we're going to have an issue with some of these. I just know the track's going to be a little bit elevated. We'll have a bit of a jump almost, or just a drop off or a hit when we switch tracks, but it should be all right. So let's go take the train out. Let's go and just test everything out. Let's make sure we can get all the way around our tracks here, our new set of rail lines. Make sure we can get out and about them, guys. I'm pretty sure it should be fine. It's working pretty good, but just to make sure there's not something we missed, I do want to go with just a quick run around with the locomotive before we have any trains or trailers attached to it, any cargo wagons. I don't even know. Any stock? I don't know. Rolling stock? Any rolling stock, I think, is the right. Look at me. I'm a best train driver in Farm Sim. All right, let's see if we can get up the hill here as we ramp up towards our brand spanking new bridge. Now, I know the bridge right now, it doesn't look very nice. I mean, it looks kind of cool. Don't get me wrong, it's neat, but it needs something else. Now, I could really go to town and put a lot of decorations on this and put some nice hillsides through here and just make it look a little bit more realistic, but for the amount of times we're going to be up in this neck of the woods, I'm really not all that concerned for right now, guys. We're right up at the very edge corner. This is going to be more for function than anything else. You're never really going to see this for the most part until once we're done here. So I'm not going to concern myself too much with it. I'm going to build some stuff up here at some point very soon. We'll build something up so it looks similar to the other one. But guys, this is working perfect. Good to know. So that's the kind of thing you just got to kind of watch out for. Make sure there's not too many big bumps in the tracks. Everything's kind of lined up, and then if you have that done, for the most part, you'll be able to kind of cook through these, 20 to 30 miles an hour without issue, even with any of the rolling stock. I think I remember to call it that, so I think I'm going to be able to call it that from now on. Let's head back over to the farm as we go through our little new forested area here, and I think from here on, guys, I'm going to go and see if we can get some of the decorating done on that train bridge area, make that look just a touch prettier than it already is. All right, let's get to decorating. This shouldn't take us too long, I think. Simple, like a rock cliff. You know what? I was thinking about this as well, looking at the hillside. I mean, we could expand the hillside out further and make it more of like a rolling hill using the landscaping tool to just kind of make a rolling hill here. At the same token, I was thinking, I don't really want that. If that makes any sense, I want to use this land up here potentially to farm. So if I have this big hillside here right up against it, I think that's going to cause me some issues. So I'm just going to use rocks for now. We'll build these rock cliffs up and along the side. I think that's going to be the easiest way to do this. I probably, whatever. We're not going to worry too much about it. It's just going to be some rock cliffs on the side here for now, and then we'll use some trees and foliage and stuff maybe to cover the rest. Fortunately, we have enough rocks right now on here to kind of make it so it looks decent. Not perfect, but decent. Like, you're not getting the exact repeating rock everywhere, which is kind of key, right? You can make it look so it actually kind of just belongs there, and then just kind of cover in the rest with some paint. Make sure that looks kind of pretty. Yeah, see, that's good, guys. And then we'll just slap some trees in. You won't be able to even see it from a distance. You just kind of notice it when you're driving over the train. So slap down a whole schwack load of trees here. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was looking for. I mean, close enough. The shrubberies, unfortunately, don't work great on this hillside, so I'm gonna have to limit myself to that. Anyways, I'm pretty happy with how that's turned out. Looks good. We got the train coming underneath of us, right, meow. Oh, yeah, see? Yeah, this will work fine. Not going to go crazy on the architecture on this because, guys, I've got something new that we're working on. We got another new project. Yeah, we're going to see if we can push this train line a little bit further. Yeah, more landscaping, of course. So our train line wraps all the way around, and right on our farm, we're going to have a mine. There's a mine. There's a whole slot of land that was kind of almost meant for this mine area. So, yeah, I know it's not in the mountains, but it's still, there's a mine underground. It's coal down there, I think. Or, it wouldn't be coal. Iron? Iron. It must be iron. Yeah, it's definitely definitely iron.
I'm definitely not wearing my underwear.
For some reason, I don't know why it's out here in the prairie. It's the I don't even know where we are, to be honest, but we're out in the middle of nowhere and there's iron here, so I'm gonna mine it and we'll load it on the train tracks right there that we just built. See, guys, big brain. Let's go grab the train. We need the shunter. Yeah, we'll grab the small guy. We'll just grab the small shunter, and I think we got to go connect to one of our rolling stock. Now, I don't think we're going to need the whole thing, so I'm just going to, well, first of all, switch track over and grab just one car. Like these hold 250,000 liters per. I'm not going to need to grab more than that, especially to start off with. Just keep it simple. Let's make our way over to the mine area, guys. Unfortunately, the way this is built, we've got to go all the way around, the way out of our farm and then back onto that main circular line that we've got. We've kind of got to loop all the way around a whole bunch of our farmyards. So that is what it is. Up over past our new horse pasture. Still have some work I want to do on this. Not really happy with the horses. We might have to switch this and maybe move over to cattle. I don't know. The horses look pretty happy. We got some baby horses. We got some foals. You know what I mean. You guys, you know what I mean. Anyways, let's go up and go around. We got to head all the way up and around now through our forest. And you know what the nice thing is? We can kind of get some speed up now and test this and see how she runs with a rolling stock with a car and as well with some power, because I didn't have a chance to really test that out beforehand. I mean, we were up into 45 miles an hour now. We have gone up to 45 even with this little train, the little locomotive, the shunter, which doesn't have all that much power and barely does that without anything. It managed to handle that pretty good. I mean, look at this. We're at 43 miles an hour right now. I think I could probably get to 45, maybe 46. We keep it down. All right, let's load this thing up. Let's see if we can just park it down here on the side. And then let's go take a look at our iron ore and see if we can load some of it up. I don't think we're going to have enough yet. Yeah, that's not going to be enough, guys. We need to wait a bit. All right, that's better. There we go. Just had to wait till the end of the day. Look at that. That's plenty. Let's see what we can do with this. Had to buy a brand new Volvo. I had to buy a brand new Volvo. And once again, another almost $500,000 by the time we're all said and done. The bucket we got in the front of this is, well, big enough, I would say. It's 10,000 liters. So, I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a big bucket, but still, for us to fill that trailer, that's 250,000 liters at 10,000 liters per trip. That means each trailer carry the 6 minus the that's 25 trips. That's still 25 trips we got to make if we want to fill a trailer with our iron ore here. That's gonna be a bit tricky. Yeah, I thought maybe we could find a way to get the tracks to go right underneath this. Unfortunately, I don't think that's gonna work. I would love to have this just load into a train car, a rail car, right off the bat without having issues, but I don't think that's an option. We could do this with belt system. I think this big bucket with the Volvo is just as good and does just as good of a job for us. So I think this is going to have to work for right now. And I'm pretty happy with it. All right, let's go take this over. We only had 2 buckets and some, so what do we got? 31,000, something like that. Not a ton in here yet, but it's a great start, right? I just realized we have to go backwards now. Well, we could have went forwards, but it's way faster if we go in reverse. And I've never tried pushing rail cars in reverse like this, so there you go. All right, guys, here is where the refining is going to happen. Now, I need to find a way to get the iron ore out of the rail car and into the refinery. And that's where this auger is going to come into play. Now, I hope this should work. I think it should if I could get under there. All right. It fits. Yeah, it fits, guys. It's fine. It fits just fine. Just jam it in there. If it don't fit, wiggle it a bit. All right, it's good. It's good. Yeah, we're good. Let's see. Can I just move the train? Yeah, see, look, I told you. Nope, too far. Back it up. There we go. I told you it would work. I hope you didn't. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on a second. This should be unloading, I think. Why is this not unloading? Let me just move this around a little bit here so we can get it in the right spot. Like I said, just got to wiggle a little. There we go. See, I told you. It's working. It's definitely working. Holy, yeah, okay, that's a lot. Okay, Let me just get this back into place. Let me hang on a second. I just got to move it so it's right in the proper positioning here, and then we'll see how well this works. I'm sure it's fine though, right? Just kind of move the train back into the right spot again. And there we go. It's unloading. Train is unloaded. It's empty. So, yep. There's a lot of iron ore going into this building right now, and the refinery can start happening. All right, so that's going to probably do it for us building train lines on Forgotten Lands. I don't think we need any more, so if you want to check out more train builds or ideas on this mod, check out the video we first did on the release of this. Other than that, if you guys enjoyed today's video, drop a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you are new around here. And guys, we will see you in the very next video where I don't know what we're going to do yet with this. Maybe cattle might be something we have to do. We'll see you guys then. Have a good one. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.